be playing some more Elder Scrolls Online tonight. I played it earlier and had a lot of fun with it. I don't expect to be playing too much tonight. I'm a bit tired. I played a few hours earlier and thought I'd give it a go to get back in. I was doing some of the Elzawar quest. I think that's how you say the place. Elzawar? I think it's a hard S. Elzawar? Elzawar? Elzaware?
That's everyone. Taznazi must speak with you. Taznazi has not... Gazda was lieutenant to Dashin the Salzo. No. Today...
Hey, Death. Yeah.
Right under
How's it going?
nose. We'll break into the basement of the Mirville Keep through this sewer, so long as Vol can pick the locks.
Ah, locks. Cute. Might as well be fancifully knotted ribbons to me.
Good. At the courtyard, we'll have sentries, but Serin's teleportation spell should let us pass unnoticed.
Were you talking to me?
We'll enter the palace through a second-floor storage room. Nazdar will scale the wall and drop a rope for us.
As spake Urwa the Observant. I see.
Taznazi and the newcomer will handle any trouble that comes our way. Let's get started.
You can vent, but depending on what it is determines if I respond. If you're venting that you murdered someone, it was a rough day because you had to bury the body, I might not know how to respond to that.
Nice to see you back at work, Vol.
So I should make jokes. Got it.
Good to be working. You're less of a taskmaster than Jude, buddy. Now, let's find some more locks.
Good luck, and work quickly.
Sorry to hear that.
There's the lock. Watch my back, won't you? Let's get going.
Wow.
Might need
Not a good way to go.
this one. You know the drill. Big stick. Glad I keep machine grease in my hair. done some redecorating, I see. Not sure I like it. Keep the coast clear. Hopefully that's the last of them. My fingers are getting sore.
When I was in high school, I had a friend, and she and her boyfriend decided to make a pact to kill themselves. And at the last minute, she backed out, but her boyfriend went ahead and killed her and then shot himself.
It's your turn.
I think there's a certain type of mental illness that makes you feel like suicide is the only way out. And it's a shame that there's not a way to help people who are in that position.
So far, so good. Now go.
But this is a very deep conversation, and
You look sick.
I'm not a trained professional, so I do think the school system is inadequate to help people, but I also think our healthcare system is too. If you're in the U.S., U.S. system's crap in both cases.
Moons. She says it will raise alarm.
Walk softly, Master Hendo, not me. If we get into trouble, be warned. I cannot help. My fists are weapons no longer.
But I'm sorry about your friend.
Soft as a whisper, quick as a shot. The first finger of the whispering claw teaches. As the second finger of the whispering claw says, shadows consume the recipe.
Sounds like she just had a shit lot in life, you know, and that's how it goes for some people.
Heed the third finger of the whispering claw. Distance is greater than any weapon.
I knew a guy who came from a really bad family,
To avoid the guards. What's done is done. No one has raised the
and
alarm.
Sorry about that. But this is
he
not
got
gonna
into
happen.
drugs and that sort of thing, and
Moons, mercy.
I convinced him to go back to school and
I will
get his
stand every
GED.
bottle of wine in elsewhere.
he did that.
Not if I drink them first.
Nazdar,
But then a couple of years later, I found out he got arrested for
The ascent
selling
of the
drugs.
body is nothing compared to that.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you can try to help people as much as you want, and I think you should. It's a good thing to do. But they have to be the ones to make the decisions on how their lives are going to go. So, as hard as it is to be friends with that and no bad stuff happens to them, you can't let it get to you. Because you're only responsible for your own actions, not theirs.
These shouldn't make that noise, right?
Nazdar did well. This one has. Take care, kid. Nazdar has to. That was the ones who are closest.
But I am sorry. That's still terrible to know that you knew someone and they're just not around anymore. That's tough. That girl I knew who was committing suicide, I sat across from her at an art table. We had an art class together. And literally the day before, we were laughing and telling stories and having a good time, and then the next day she was gone. It's surreal. She was 16 when she did it too. So why bring that up today? You having trouble dealing with it, or just needed to talk about it? Oh, it was just last night. Fuck. Got it. Yeah, that's terrible. Sorry. Do you have other friends who knew her? Hey, Sin. I'm in the middle of looking for a key. I started a new character, just like I told you. Fuck do I get up there? There we go. Oh, is it? I'm sorry, man. It died on you the other night while you were streaming, right? What's going on with it? Do you think it's a power supply issue or a graphics card? You know, it's funny, Death came in here and was like, you know, I'm only watching it because Sin's not streaming. So just be prepared for why I'm here. It's not you. And it hurt a little bit, not gonna lie.
He's got her.
Keep it down. What are you talking about?
Kazda, he and his bodyguard, biggest I've ever seen. They cornered Tasnasi and took her back there.
Then I realized I had an extra viewer. I was okay with it. Death actually watched me earlier too. I played a little this morning. Really cool one. Hey, Pager. See, this is what happens, Sin. You don't stream and everybody comes here. They're like, oh, well, you know, Briac's not as good, but at least he's online. So we're going to watch him. Yeah, but seriously though, I hope you get your game fixed. Your PC gaming fixed.
You have
I had a power supply issue a couple months ago and had to replace mine, and it was such a pain in the ass because I had such an old power supply that I ended up having to like pull everything apart, all the cords and everything. I'm gonna kill this guy. So I had to uninstall everything, reinstall it. It was a big pain in the neck just for a new power supply. You know what it is? I don't think it's you. I think it's that I'm actually playing Elder Scrolls for once. Which is why half the people following me followed, is because I was playing Elder Scrolls. I have a 1070, so it's not like top of the line, but it's kind of mid-grade. But my processor is shit. So like when I play online games, I really struggle because the processor is what manages a lot of the online game processes.
Shut up, Kazda. One more word from your lying tongue and Taznazi.
Yeah, I have an AMD. It's just old. It's like 5 years old. Everything else is pretty new on the computer except for that. So.
Name your price. Riches, weapons.
Taznazi only wants one thing. Your life.
Pager, when you do, let me know. We'll group. You can do stuff. I did a world quest. I did a world boss quest earlier. That was cool. I had a lot of fun with that, actually. And I started a new character. I'm only level 8. So I can pretty much do anything. Anything.
The job is now we go our separate. This one Taznazi said.
Oh, I'm level 9 now. I lied to you. Oh, and I can finally get a shield. I don't know what to do with attributes, though, and stats. I'm just kind of making them all even right now. Because I'm still low level. I don't know if that makes a difference. And I stole this dagger. Look at that. I stole something. Sin, you may steal things all the time. I don't. That's new for me. I felt really good about stealing it. Look at that helmet. Oh my god. I'm like a cat person now. Look at that. Fucking Khajiit. Alright, seriously though. Let's see. What do I have next? Where am I? I'm here. So I have to do dragons for one of my quests. So there's one over there. And I have to do whatever this wine collection quest is, so we'll do that. Oh no. Oh, that's a magic horse. He didn't let me die. You know, I was really thinking about playing Torchlight again tonight, and I was like, I just can't do it. That game bores the hell out of me. I want it to be fun, because I'm streaming it, but I just can't. It's just not a fun game. I've got like 10 more hours to go in it too. I've got so many more hours to put into that game. Also, this morning I practiced speedrunning Sekiro a little bit. I think I could do it. It's gonna take a lot more practice, but I think I can do it. What is going on? I think I'm like lagging out or something because I can't use any of my abilities. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just got silenced. I think I can do it. I really do. Like I'm not super confident with it yet. Like I was able to get. Oh, there's a sky shard. I'll get that, then I'll do the dragon. I was able to get through like the first 3 bosses in about 15 minutes, which was pretty good. But like, I think I said people can beat the game in like 20 minutes, so I'm not really fast. Alright, so nobody's fighting this dragon. Let me say hi to this guy. That's a frost dragon too, they kill me. Yeah, that's true. I just have to play it every day. And that's really the issue, is I'm not playing it every day. Alright. I'm just gonna go for it. Me and one other person here, we can do it. Oh, it moves? Fuck. Alright. What's it like having emotes, man? That sounds pretty cool. Do you have to have like viewers for that? Is that a viewer thing? What the fuck is killing me? I didn't do any damage, but I just took a shit ton. It's 50 followers and you have to have an average of 3 viewers, which I do not have. I'm at like 0.9 average. So I'm making progress. It's better than 0. You know, it's funny though, because I would say the last 2 or 3 nights I've actually had an average of 3 viewers, but it goes by like the Streamlab numbers, it seems. So like Streamlab numbers haven't been completely accurate for me. Like I'll have viewers in my room, even people chatting, and it won't show up. So I don't know how they calculate it. But almost to 50 followers, so if I can get there, that's, you know. Well, Death, look, not all of us have, like, you know, a bunch of people watching him play. We're not all sin. You know, we can't all kill dragons and be amazing in ESO and have like 1 billion followers every night. Some of us have to start with nothing. I think Pager was one of my first new followers, actually. She's on here. It's wild because like one of the first games I played on here was Dark Souls, and everybody likes watching Dark Souls. Like I had like 3 or 4 people watching a night just with that. But then when I started playing other games, it was like, nah, we're not gonna watch this guy. He doesn't know what an emote is. All right, see you later, Death. Have a good rest of the weekend. I don't think I'm gonna get this dragon now. This is literally one of my quests, so I guess I just can't do it. Yeah, okay. Well, this is fun. I'm gonna stop with the dragons, I guess. Maybe more people will show up. So I'll just use the next few minutes to talk to you guys. How's your weekend going so far? Doing anything fun? It rained here all day. We had some thunder and lightning, and talked to my crazy neighbor. That's about it here. Went to the grocery store. Was trying to get COVID, you know. Didn't work out. I'm still healthy. Shit, there's fewer people than there were before. Pager, come kill a dragon with me. Where the fuck did all these guys come from? They weren't here killing the dragon a second ago. What else starts with a C? Sounds inappropriate. I'm trying to think of an STD that starts with a C. Cancer starts with a C, but it's not contagious, is it? It's also not funny. I don't think cancer's funny. Sin, that was an inappropriate joke. Cookies. Oh, okay. Chlamydia. Oh, thank you. Pager knows her STDs. Oh, fuck. Didn't die. No, it's Christian tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. We'll have a ministry hour tomorrow morning. I've always wanted to start a church. I thought that'd be fun. And then after that, we'll play more ESO. I know my language is very Christian. You guys heard me playing Sekiro. One time I was down visiting my grandma for Christmas, and we were cursing in front of her, and she said, "Where did you learn all that language?" And I was like, "Grandma, we learned every curse word from you. Every single one." Oh, you little shit. And, you know, I think nothing says togetherness like the ability to curse and yell at each other and curse words and call each other names. Well, my church is going to be very interesting, you know. It's, just like most churches, it's about giving me money. So, I'm looking for donations. But beyond just the donations, it's about me telling you what I think you should be doing in life, you know. And that's all you need, right? I don't know if you actually are churchgoers, so I'm not trying to make a joke, but I grew up in Georgia, and I was invited to all of the best churches there. Pentecostals, where they run up and down the aisle screaming. The Baptist, where you can't do anything right in life. The snake handlers, where they literally hold snakes, and if they get bit, it's because they didn't believe in Jesus enough. So, you know, my experience with churches has been a bit diverse. Now I live in the Northeast, and there's a lot more diversity from a religion standpoint. I know you guys came here to watch me play ESO and talk about religion, but here we are. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. I think I have a pretty accepting view of the world. I mean, except for people who are different than me, right? Outside of that. That was a joke, by the way. Please don't report me to Twitch. I don't have enough viewers to matter to them, so they're more likely to ban me. And that harpy made my horse slow. I went and got a playlist off of off of Spotify with some gospel music. I don't know if I'll actually do it. I haven't decided if I'm pulling the trigger tomorrow on this or not, but I am definitely considering waking up tomorrow and that being the first hour and a half of my stream. Just chatting with Bible verses. It'll be fun. Can you do that on Twitch? Are there any rules against it? I didn't actually look it up. I just figured it'd be funny. Like I said, the thing about streaming, Pager, if you think it's funny, that's all that matters. You just have to, like, sit here talking to yourself for a couple of hours.
Thank you again. I still ever say
Alright, that quest done. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of quests up here, and I have to kill dragons. So I'll just go up there and kill a dragon on the way. Well, it's not really mocking it. I'm not going to be talking about other religions. I mean, I am right now, but I wouldn't be if I was to actually do something like that. You know, I think there's, outside of me mocking religions and churches, I think people do get value out of it, you know? Like, I'm not mocking the people who go. I just think it's something that it's very bureaucratic and it's very corporate now. So a lot of the churches are all about making money, you know? And I think that's a shame because it takes away from some of the good things they could do for the world and for their, you know, states and cities and regions and where they live. But that's just my opinion, you know. Not everybody agrees with that. That's fine. I know, again, I grew up in Georgia. I know a lot of good Christian people who are, they're very good people. And they mean well and they do their best. You know, I'm a big fan of Mr. Rogers. I thought Mr. Rogers was awesome. He was a great human being. He was a minister, and he actually believed what he was saying and how he was trying to live his life. I think he was a great person. But for every Mr. Rogers or person like Mr. Rogers who's, you know, trying their best to do the best they can in life, I think you also have people who try to manipulate others and take advantage of them. And you have hypocrites. And I think there's not really a balance between the two, you know? There's like you either get great examples of religion. Christianity is the one I'm talking about here, but there's Islamic and Jewish leaders who are like that too. And then you get bad examples, and people like Billy Graham, who tried to turn his religion into a money-making scheme for himself and did so successfully. So I don't know. It's a matter of what you get out of it personally, I guess. All right, I found a dragon, and he's only half dead, so. Pay attention for just a second here. As I try to not die on this dragon. The radius, like the attack range on these is pretty high. Like I can hit this thing from pretty far away. But I also am taking a shit ton of damage. I think you're supposed to take a ton of damage, but I also feel like I'm just low level and shouldn't be doing this content. You know? Like, I think it's great that they have this and it's public content, but I'm spending more time on the ground dead than I am up and killing it. Especially when he uses that move, that, like, dragon scream or whatever. Fuck. Oh man, I can't. I don't have a filled soul gem. So if I go to the way shrine, I guess I just lose out here. Hopefully somebody will res me. Do you ever res people when they die and you have a soul stone? You do anything like that? I usually just forget about it. I'm like, you guys are fine, you got your own soul stones, but I clearly don't. So the waste shrine's right there too, so it's kind of far. Oh my god, somebody res me! Man, that was lucky. That was really lucky. Dragon treasure! Alright, so I guess... So this still isn't a circle, so I guess I can just do this quest all right here and kill a dragon 3 times. So I'll just do that. I'll just stick around. Well, like, I have, on my warden, I have an ability to get soul stones. Do you get that as Dragon Knight? Oh yeah, there it is, world. Fills an empty soul gem. Alright, so I could technically use that on a couple of guys real quick. My mail? Do you want me to send you a soul gem? That was a joke. I'm not sending you a soul gem. They're mine. My soul gems. There we go. So I just have to do that over and over again to get my soul gems filled up. Kill some harpies real quick. There we go. Got a soul gem. That's pretty quick. That's pretty easy. Just do that a couple of times. Do you know how quick the dragons respawn? That's probably like 10-15 minutes, right? Oh, mail received. Got it. Thank you. I will take it. Alright, now I don't even have to hunt for them. You must have had a shit ton to just send me like 20 of them. I have a bunch on my warden, I think, but I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't keep track of it, really. Alright, let's go to my skills here. So now I can get an ultimate, I think. That's cool. Dragon leap, I think, is what I want, though. I want to leap across the fucking room. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the dragon leap. Let's try it out. Hey, WP. WP watched me play Alien Isolation last night for Horror Game Friday. Gave some good advice, too. Yeah, I almost got killed by an alien. Again. Like, I died to an alien a bunch, but... he was telling me about the slime that drips down from the ceiling. Oh, that was a cool move. I'm glad I took that. Well, every Friday night, Pedro, is going to be Horror Game Friday. So I'm going to play a horror game every Friday. Next Friday, I'm continuing Alien Isolation. I got about, what was I, WP, like 4 hours in? Like, I got through chapter 4 or 5 last night. I looked at the achievements. There's like 13 or 17. There's a crazy amount of like, there's a crazy amount of chapters, but I'm like a third of the way through at this point. Oh, okay, 5% of the game. That's a lot different than 30% into the game, which I thought I was. So, okay. Can we say I'm 30% in? I'd feel better about it. That game was so suspenseful. You know the worst part though? It was the first time I got caught by the robots, I think. No, I take that back. The first time I got caught by the alien scared the shit out of me. When it dropped down in front of me, that scared me. I actually jumped for that. And then when the robots caught me from behind, I jumped for that too. So there were some jump scares. Yeah, the androids were creepy. I didn't like that. I don't like, you know what I don't like in Fallout 4 either? You get like an android partner who follows you around. Valentine, I hate that guy. He creeps me out. Androids scare me. Like in real life, that's a real fear of mine. Is robots coming to life and like attacking us. I, Robot with Will Smith. I mean, it's based on a book, but the movie was creepy too. Like all those androids. All right, I'm not just gonna sit here waiting for the dragon. Let's go up here and do some of these quests while we're waiting. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So Horror Game Friday is gonna continue next Friday. We'll play more Alien Isolation. But most of this week's gonna be Greymoore because that releases on Monday. So I'm gonna play the hell out of that this week. Is it Monday or Monday night? It's like, I don't know when it comes out exactly, but I own it now, so when it's out. Reinstalled Windows. Something wrong with your computer where you have to, or? Monday night at 12 a.m. See, that sucks because like I work Tuesday. Like I have a job outside of my fascinating streaming career here. I actually have a job, so I'm gonna have to work on Tuesday. Like I won't be able to play it till Tuesday night.
Stay low in the grass. A hand finally bring. She brought him.
And I'm not staying up Monday night to play it. Like I'm an old person. I don't want to stay up until midnight to play a game. I used to do that for World of Warcraft back when they'd have like the 6 a.m. releases or 3 a.m. releases because it came out like 12 o'clock Pacific time. Oh man, those are tough. I actually used to play way back in the day. I played Final Fantasy 11, and Final Fantasy 11 was on a Japanese server, so all these Japanese people would play, and we would do raids and stuff at like 4 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, that's true. You won't be able to log in. Too many people are going to be on. Alright, there we go. I got that. Let's go turn this stuff in. I did that for a few expansions, though. I did it for Wrath of the Lich King, and I did it for Burning Crusade. Cataclysm, I think. Yeah, I'll still do Tuesday night. It'll be the same time as always, like 6:30 or 7. And then I'll kick off going into the Greymoore area. And I'm gonna do it with this character. I like Warden a lot, but I don't know. I think the fact that all the abilities seem to be like casting type abilities, it's a bit of a downer for me. Like I like the melee portions. I think the melee abilities I have on this guy are more fun. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. Let's just go in all of these buildings real quick. I mean, assuming I can log in and play Greymoore, I'll be playing Greymoore. If I can't, I'll just do another game, but I'm hoping I can log in and play it.
You must be here about my summons. So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmen when the huge beasts arrived. Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. Hard to say. My half a militia.
Alright, so I'm looking for these PowerPoints.
What can I do?
Your response. No one above.
Is a lot changing with Greymoore? I honestly haven't looked at a single thing. Which is sad considering I'm like, yeah, I'll buy this, let's go. Like I just paid full price for it and I'm psyched about playing it. The only thing I read was like the developer's letter about the delay in the time. They were talking about, yeah, we're really excited about the game coming out, but it's not the 18th, it's actually a week later.
See the courier's invoice for yourself. The daughter wouldn't thank you, friend.
You know the best part of this game to me? I don't even know where it is. Is it upstairs? Yeah. Where are you? Fuck, man. Well, I can't find it. I love that the bards in the end sing songs.
I didn't really. I'm going to bed.
I think that's such a cool part of this game. Now I can't find her, but I did hear her. Oh, here. I love that every bard and every inn is just slightly different. I just think that's really cool. I haven't played as a vampire though, so like for me, if they're buffed or nerfed, it doesn't really matter. Like it's, I'm not to that point. I think just, you know, you were close to the cap the other night. Did you end up hitting the cap or the armor cap at least? Yeah, I like Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know, I just think that's a unique thing. Lord of the Rings Online had a little bit of that too. Just the bard songs are really cool. You know?
We don't have a choice, Kizanji. Welcome to the House of History. And
Something was stolen, need to get a mural. Got it. I don't really read quests, guys. I read the main quests, that's about it. I kind of wish I had those on Steam, like so that I could play it as part of the Steam run I'm doing. But they're on Origin, so I guess the original wasn't Dragon Age 1 on Steam for a while? That's not where I have it. I have it on Origin, but
Are you here about this one? Yes. No. To help fight. Zin, thank you.
I think the closest thing I have to Dragon Age would be a mix of like The Witcher and like Divinity, because I have the Divinity games. But they're not the same.
Well, what do you know? A customer. Salutations. If you're... She's a suspicious...
They're both really good, and actually the first one they did a remaster of, so you can play it. It's like an enhanced edition or something, but they changed some of the ways that like controllers work with the game, and they changed how some of the spells slightly work. It's really actually good.
Saw you heading this way. Find the
Tables.
First time I played through Divinity 2, I actually played with some friends. We did multiplayer. Which is pretty awesome. Sleeping Badger, where the fuck is that? Alright, it's down there. And there's a dragon, so let's go kill the dragon real quick. And then we'll get back to questing. I mean, wait for a sale, but if you're interested in playing that online together, I would play that one in multiplayer while I'm streaming it. It's a lot of fun. And I like the way that the choices impact the game, and like in a group setting, that can really fuck up the choices. You know, because if your friends are picking something you wouldn't pick, it can actually make it a lot more fun. Oh shit. I don't know how you guys feel about mowing the lawn when the grass is wet, but my neighbors have a thing for doing that, and it really pisses me off.
These vagrants must be.
You know, here I am being all accepting of people depending on like their religions and faith. I don't care about that, but if you mow your grass when your lawn is wet, you're a fucking asshole.
It's all right.
I just want to be clear on that.
This must belong
It's
to
not good for the
Sophia.
grass, and it makes you look like you're an idiot.
Come,
I missed the
let us
dragon.
make a way
That's
from this
stupid.
place.
Should have just gone down to it. That's right. Gosh, you can tell who the Southerners are in the chat. And the guy from the UK. Anybody in the UK is more sensible. I think my game's crashing. There it goes. My neighbor is absolutely going for... If there was something he was going to hell for, bless his heart. But it's definitely because he's mowing the grass while it's wet. It's been raining all day and he's out there on his riding lawnmower. Just looks like an idiot. I do wonder if he notices he looks like an idiot. Oh, that guy was following me because I have to talk to him. Alright, I really should read some of this stuff.
A missing daughter. This one is. If
Look at that hat. Can I get an outfit like this? That looks pretty good.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous Netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
Oh, pager's still not on.
Old harbor.
I see you, Sin, and I don't know who the hell that is.
Summoned it, yes?
But apparently I'm friends with him.
Don't touch the
Got like 4 friends in Elder Scrolls Online. It's not great for an online game, is it? I should have a lot more. Shouldn't somebody send me a message? Oh, it's my daily reward. Yeah, let's do that while I'm getting hit. Alright, good. I like this lunge move ultimate, but it seems like the cooldown's pretty high. Boom. See, that was pretty neat. locations up here, so let's go up here. This is the first quest for... Is it Elsewhere? Is that how you say it? Dragon Rage? Or Rage of Dragons? Quest chain made just for Dragon Knights. You guys wouldn't get it.
I saw you, traveler.
Oh, there you are. Talk to this guy.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with
Elsewhere. That actually makes more sense than what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it sound fancy, right? Is it a strong S or a weak S? Elsewhere or Elsewhere? It is pronounced Elsewhere. Okay. I trust you guys. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Elsewhere. Is there a way to increase mount speed? Now I'm just asking you guys questions. I could Google all this stuff.
Now, I must admit,
Do I go up or down? I haven't increased my mount speed at all. That's why I'm fine just like running everywhere. I feel like it's the same speed. No, I missed something in there. Or over here. See, look how slow that is. Even fast, it's kind of slow. You can upgrade it once a day? Does it cost money? Yeah, I should have been doing that. Like, I could be way faster at this point.
Tajiri, is that you? We need more groceries for the house. There's barely anything to eat. And wood.
I warn you, I am on good terms with the...
$200 gold? That's it?
What are you up to, Walker?
I just walked right past her after breaking into her house. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have 200 gold. I could do that.
This one hopes you have found. That's it. Missy? This one again.
Alright, maybe I'll go upgrade it pretty soon here. Wait, here's a horse head. Can I do it here? Is it just any stable?
You seek an extravagant mount consistent with your noble magnificence.
Okay, cool. From 0 to 1, baby. It's not that much. But I guess if it's every single day. I wish I had known that. Is it per character? Do I have to, like, log out and do it on every character I have? Oh man, that 1% feels way faster. Oh, that's cool. I think that's great. I really wish I had known that.
Feeling a bit. Music needs to stop. That painted mark seems curious, no? A very pretty scarf for smugglers to wear, yes? Perhaps it belongs to Cynthia. Oh dear.
Hey, you gotta learn somehow, right? Like, I don't expect to know everything within, like, the first couple of weeks of playing. But anything that makes my life easier like that, I absolutely want to know.
It's all right. That mark has 4 points, like the note says. This barrel smells sweet, but also rotten. What could it
Alright,
be?
that dragon's back. Let's go down and do the dragon.
They're smuggling spoiled moon sugar.
You know, I was kind of joking, but, like, it actually does feel faster already. Like, 1% does make a difference. So I'd imagine getting, like, a 30% increase over the course of the next 30 days is going to be pretty huge.
Eventually. Hello. What the bird? Did you hear that, my trusty?
To the dragon.
Dragons and raids. It's just like old times.
Oh shit. Does that one count?
That doesn't. Kunzari.
Alright, I really wanted to just go kill the dragon, so let me leave here, because this is not where I want to be. If he's the Smurf dragon, does that make me Gargamel? Or the cat? Azrael. Does me knowing the names of all the bad guys in the Smurfs make me ridiculously weird or awesome? I think it's awesome, but I don't need your approval, but if you gave it, it'd make me feel better. I watched the Smurfs as a kid. I have a Smurf blanket from when I was a kid. It's still in my house right now. Oh man, they haven't made much progress at all. Alright, let me change out my skills here. Because now I don't need this. I'm gonna go with Stone Fist again. I like that. Alright, let's go. Oops. Here we go. Boom. Fuck, I'm dead. He's gonna kill me. Oh god, I'm right in his face. Fuck. Greymoore, don't be too close. Is chlamydia the one that makes your special parts burn? Because that's kind of what this dragon's like. Pedro, you're the you're the expert on STDs here. Which one makes your special PP hurt? Is that the is that chlamydia? Do I have that right? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. You just seem to know a lot about it. By being able to name it. I mean, if my channel had titles, it doesn't though. Look, I'm not judging you for knowing a lot about us. You could be a doctor for all I know. I don't know. God damn it. Is there a way to not die on this constantly? Other than being a ranged caster class? Guess I can hit from way the hell back here. Sin and I did figure out my first emote when I can get emotes. My first one's gonna be the Lady Butterfly from Sekiro. She gave me the most trouble when I was replaying on stream. It's gonna be titled Butterfly Bitch. Which seems a little sexist. I felt kind of bad about that, but I also really hate her, so there's that. Dungeon Fighter! I can do dungeons now. Yeah, it's gonna be Butterfly Bitch. That one I'm sure about. That's not a joke. When I can, you know, when I can make emotes, which I don't know. We'll find out when. Could be another year or so. I'm not trying to get my hopes up about when I can make emotes. It's more about the fact that eventually I'll be able to make emotes. I'm trying to plan them out. Guess, I don't know. Dark Talons, maybe? Oh. Affected enemies deal less damage. I'm going with that. Why would you go with this one? I don't need a dot, do I? Alright. Cyrodiil awaits! I can now do PvP. Alright, let's go back over here. I mean, were you being sexist though? Because, you know, I don't know. I'm not. I think I'm usually pretty sexist. I have a feeling Pedro left the channel because I was being sexist and saying she was good at STDs. Knowing what they were. Not that she's good at giving them. She knows what they are. That's what I meant. Oh, see? She's still here. She heard that part. That could be construed as sexist though, right? Oh, that's stupid. I tell that person to leave my channel. I have 2 to 3 viewers on average, and I would ban you from my channel for being like that. Like, that's how stupid that is to me. Like, it's just not... You're gonna find things to get agitated about. Like, how I talk is not the right thing to get agitated about. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion about word use and things that I say, but just make sure they're, like, reasonable. I'm sure I've said enough tonight to offend at least 2 people. Like, you know, it's just a matter of time. I once got in an argument in college with this Japanese girl. She was over from Japan in America taking, you know, an American college course and things like that. And she got in an argument with me about, I don't remember what it was about. It was about some war thing, because I was a political science major. And we're sitting there arguing, and I'm like, yeah, but at least we have never, you know, bombed Pearl Harbor. And then I thought about that, and I was like, you know, maybe that was the wrong thing to say. But she was being aggressive, and I was suggesting that Japanese people are aggressive, thus, you know, bombing Pearl Harbor. But we did, like, nuke 2 of their major cities, so, like, I kind of felt bad about that. I didn't apologize. I didn't feel that bad, but that was pretty offensive, though. So there's a lot of things you could say worse than bitch. You know? Oh shit, did I just get stuck? Okay. You can't. There we go. Yeah, and that's just it. Like, if you're gonna find that offensive, you're gonna find anything offensive. Like, there's a lot of worse things you could do or say that would, you know, I just don't think that's that bad. Hey, it's a heavy sack. Ha! Alright, sorry, that was the only balls joke I'm gonna make tonight. I get one a night, okay? One balls joke a night, and that was it. It was a heavy sack, Pager. That was a joke. It's funny. It wasn't that funny. That's all I can ask for. I probably laughed harder at your response to my stupid joke than you actually laughed at my joke. But that's alright. Okay. Poor Pager. Poor me. She lightly smiled at my joke. I didn't get a full-on laugh, but that's alright. Yeah, poor Pager. I think she'd be more popular than me. And she probably more than you. She wouldn't be calling people bitches all the time. You know? That sexist commentary is what's going to keep you from hitting the big leagues here. You know? You offend all of those people.
You're so fascinated by the dead. Why don't you join them?
Oh my god, dude! That chick just got impaled. Or dude, I couldn't see what it was. I feel like every quest is like it just gets darker and darker. Somebody's always dying. Children are getting killed. Oh, see, that's not polite. Pager, maybe you wouldn't be too popular. Gotta be polite to people, you know? You can't tell them to fuck off. You can say fuck you. You can flick them off. You can tell them to die in a fire. You can say I don't know you as a person, but I don't want to because I hate you. I mean, there's a lot of things you could say, but you can't say fuck you. That's just not polite. Sell items. Okay. I'm out of inventory space.
Yeah. Find the in case.
Alright, I have to turn in a quest up here. I have to do a quest over here. Turn in a quest down here. Do a quest down here. There's nothing over here, so I guess I'll go back up this way first so I can sell my inventory stuff. Pager, if you were to stream, what would you stream? Would you stream WoW or Elder Scrolls or Dark Souls? What would be your go-to game? I'm not gonna follow you until I know what that is, because I feel like it's important to me that I really connect to the games you're playing and not to you as a person. You know, you might have a gimmick, but games are super important to me. Is anybody else scared? Like, I have my blinds open and it's getting dark. Do you ever wonder if people are just looking at you? Like, that kind of creeps me out. I'm on the first floor. Fantasy RPGs, okay. You talking like Japanese RPGs, or are you talking like Dragon Age kind of stuff? Well, Alright, sorry, water went down the wrong way. Alright. Yeah, I'm not near a busy road. I just think my neighbors are creeps. I'm sure they're looking at me. I get really nervous about that. General goods. Here we go.
The Khajiit here.
Okay. So I don't want that. You can have that. And that. I kind of want the sword, but my axe is better. Got that.
Manasi is honored to offer his wares to warriors in such a noble rebellion. After all, the war can be won without the proper supplies.
Yeah, but Breath of the Wild's great, and there's not many people playing it right now. I'm getting up and moving, so I'm more comfortable. I like to sit on my leg when I'm in my chair. I know that's more detail than you usually get from a streamer who's moving position and sitting in an awkward way, but I just had to be more comfortable. Yeah, Breath of the Wild's great though, and like I don't think there's a ton of people playing it. So if you get a chance to stream something like that, I think that'd be pretty cool. My opinion doesn't matter at all though, because you're not streaming. But if you were streaming, I would hope you pick something you really enjoy. You're moving out of an apartment. Are you living alone right now? Do you have roommates? Are your roommates cool? Do they suck? I had this one roommate, and he used to smell really bad. What can you do? That's just part of having a roommate sometimes. You pay the rent on time.
I warned you, Thug, and so the other thorn in my paw arrives. I told you, did I not? That again? Who I am?
So let us.
My best friend and I were roommates for about a year, and after that we didn't talk to each other for another year or two. Like living together really screwed up our friendship. Because he was such a slob, and he was messy, and he didn't do dishes, he left his laundry everywhere. Just a real asshole, and like, that's how he lived. He was cool with it. Like, he was completely fine with it. But me living with him, it was terrible. So you gotta be careful about, like, even people you're close to. Staying friends with them is important, right? So should I be doing dungeons? I feel like I should try a dungeon out. Now that I've got the dungeon finder. PvP? Let's try one of those. I'm gonna log in and queue for that. Yeah, I don't totally disagree with what you're saying. Like, I think a lot of people do want to see, like, speedrunners and stuff. But on the flip side, I think there's an audience for people who are into the roleplay. There's one girl who plays ESO, who I watched play once, and she would literally do photography within the game. So, like, that was kind of her deal. She would, like, log in and look for beautiful places in ESO. And then she would do photography, and then she would take that and put it into, like, Photoshop and, like, turn it into, like, a painting or something like that. It was pretty cool. But it had nothing, like, it was nothing to do with, like, the gameplay. It was just what she enjoyed from, like, the zones and playing. And I always thought that was very interesting. I don't watch her regularly because it bores the shit out of me. But she usually has like 100 viewers on. Like, she has enough viewers like watching her play and do that. So that's cool. You know, there's an audience for everything. It's just a matter of, you know, finding the audience, I think. And, you know, I thought about that too before I started. Like, you know how many like 30-something white guys there are online playing Steam games? Like, there's a shit ton. Like, why should they watch me versus, you know, anybody else? It's I'm actually asking now, why should they watch me, Pager? What would make them watch me? But no, I just think, you know, if you're gonna do it, you have to do it because you want to do it. Otherwise, it's just a chore. You won't get into it.
The road. Caught at last.
Did you find my daughter? Where is she?
Here. Your daughter is right here.
It's not for everybody. I mean, you know, you have to like dedicate hours a day to do something like this. And I played Alien Isolation last night for like 4 hours, and I had 1 viewer. You know.
You think that Fritz is a...
I did it because I wanted to play the game. Like, I thought it was going to be fun. So, as long as you go in with that expectation, I think it changes your perception of what you should be doing and what you have to have as far as viewership goes. Now, having said that, I would love to have like 10,000 plus subscribers and be able to do this as my main job. Like, I think that'd be sweet. Go upstairs.
Reunited. Of course.
Oh, nice.
Your share as promised.
It's a big upgrade.
Quickly.
Actually, I think that mace was too, isn't it? It's one-handed. Alright. I look like I'm wearing heavy armor now, so that's cool. Truthfully, I don't know that it matters like what the game is that you're playing. I think you get to talking to people and then they either like you or they don't. Like, there's a lot of people I watch that are smaller streamers, and it's because I just like who they are. Like they could play, I don't know, they could play Mario Brothers every day. I wouldn't care. Let's go here. We'll go turn this in real quick. That's the horse galloping. I'm just adding the camera effect for you. Ooh, yeah.
My helpful. Cannon Reeve Jusdo of Alabaster.
Gather honey flowers.
Of Windhelm, on behalf of the Scald King, I present you with a gift of peace from the Nord. Break out.
Is your gift
You have 11 followers already? That's really cool. Am I one of them? If not, I'll go follow you. You'll have 12 followers. As soon as you start doing stuff, I'll be one of your followers. Oh, I forgot I was going to queue for a dungeon. Do you want to queue with me? I don't know if you were actually interested in playing or not. But if you are, I'm going to queue for a dungeon or PvP. Okay. There's so much to do. I feel like every time I want to do something like a dungeon or, you know, I'm like, oh, I'll go do this. I get distracted by like 6 other quests on the way, you know? There's just so much. This is not my go-to MMO, by the way. I play Final Fantasy XIV personally on my own, and I like this game a lot, but I just don't feel like streaming Final Fantasy XIV would be fun. Like I've done literally every quest in the game, so I don't know what I'd queue unless I started, or would stream unless I started over. One more honey flower. I feel like a lot of the flower names in this you could just use as like pet names for a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like honey flower is definitely one of those.
You saw Roxando's flyers. You saw Roxanne. Oh yes, mother.
Did you hear the Razan?
Gideon. No, yeah, Gideon loves her.
Mother, Roxardo found a new farmhand.
Alright, the dragon's back.
Yes, sweet one, thank you. They're going to look into our
I wonder-
troubles right after they wake up your brother.
I wonder if there's a tower around here? A waypoint?
Roxardo rose at dawn and has been working hard all day.
If only your brother were at
See if there's a waypoint. I want to go to do that dragon, but I don't want to lose my... I just don't want to have to like travel all the way back here. Doesn't look like there's a waypoint, but there's got to be one. Right? Oh shit. Didn't want to click on that. Didn't want to go in there. My neighbor is now mowing his lawn in the dark. I can hear it. Seriously. Like, he's got lights on his riding lawnmower and he's mowing in the dark. On the wet grass. It's something to behold, man. My neighbors. They're all generally nice people. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. They are nice. It's just... everybody's got their own stupid things they do, right? And I just think theirs are particularly stupid. Alright, made it right in time. Let's put that on. Alright, I got the Undertaker's ring, which will replace my other Undertaker's ring. Oh, I guess it doesn't? Alright, whatever. Go with that. And I got a new chest piece, but that's medium, not good enough. Cool. And I can turn in the quest now, which is here. Was it a big yard to mow every 2 days? Because I think that's quite excessive, isn't it? Like, what are you getting out of it if you mow it every 2 days? It's just weird the quirks people have, you know? Like, I don't know. Again, I'm being a bit judgmental here, but I can't imagine doing that every 2 days. I mow mine. Mine's growing right now because it's spring. It's about 1/4 of an acre, so it takes like an hour to 2 hours to mow. I mow mine once a week now. Oh, and over the summer it'll go to once every 2 weeks as it gets warmer and drier. I feel like that's an okay amount, you know?
So, I recently traveled past Two Moons Temple. I hate to say it, but I think the monster have been
Oh,
decorum
pay my gold. Yeah,
attended.
there you go.
The law forgives you, my friend. Have you
I think every 2 days is a bit excessive, though. I'd be judgmental about that too. Alright, gloves too. Great. So that's a set piece. I have 4 out of the 6 pieces. That's pretty cool. Three out of the 4 pieces. All right. That's already in my library, so I'm gonna just dump that. So some of these, I guess, are account-wide. All right, I'm gonna go repair, if I can. Where's the repair place? I guess over here near the general goods guy. So I'll go repair and then I'll queue. Cool. And from a map perspective, I have not finished any of the zone story stuff yet. But I've got 5 of the way shrines, and I've done 5 of the 11 points of interest. And I just unlocked a couple down here, so Maryvale Farms will be done. There's a lot. It's just a lot to do.
Jalar hopes you're either the best dressed beggar I have ever seen, or... What?
Where's the general good? That's the tailor, weaponsmith.
Another view.
Nakiria.
There we go.
my heat. Ah, indeed you do. The conjure of Glenumbra returns.
Wow.
Feast your eyes.
I'm still leveling with the level 1 boots, so I guess these are good.
And feast upon us all.
Alright, let's queue for something. Let's see what we can queue for. Alright. It's my first thing. The Imperial Sewers. I don't know if this gives you experience or if there's any real benefit to this.
Another recruit? Ah, one more. Meet me among the tradesmen. Quickly, please.
Your general was telling me to keep an eye on you. Because you're... I can understand it. So, you're making us... It's as if... Of course I am. You have assets. Are you joking? Yours. We all are.
So I guess this doesn't seem to me like it's a PvP zone. Does it? It just seems like you have to just kind of go through it, like, and do quests and stuff. Well, this is not at all what I expected it to be. Yeah, I know. He knows all about this stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna do what the quest tells me. I mean, this is kind of cool that they have, like, all these extra zones and stuff, but I was hoping this was like a PvP or a dungeon. If it's not that, I'll leave and I'll go do one of those.
I've been watching them turn over Greymoore. They're any one of these. They never lie. Well, I also hang. Right. Yes. And I'll...
All right, this feels more like a PvP area. Alright, got a key. This is definitely not like a PvP area, though. I mean, it may be a PvE area that's added, but it's definitely not PvP. I might die all the same, but it's not a PvP area. Alright, lore book obtained. I guess I have to kill one of those guys that I just died to. Because the quest is for a Daedric band, and I think that was a Daedric guy. He didn't have it. Well, shit, I didn't mean to just come quest in a new area. Got it. Chapel. Where's the chapel? That's the chapel, alright. I am at the chapel, but that is not a door that opens, apparently. Alright, that's a group dungeon. Oh, I didn't go to the chapel. Alright, fuck me. Went to the wrong place. My bad. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay. I guess that is a little PvP-ish. Like 600 guys just came around and killed me. Alright, found the PvP. Apparently that guy's super OP. So this isn't fun. Yeah, I think the Dungeon Finder might be more for me. I don't know about this whole PvP thing.
So long as we smite Keep fighting.
Cool. Alright, well I'm out of here. How do I get out? Well, it's like, I don't mind PvP, but I don't want to get one shot either.
What are you doing here? I thought you were busy.
And the quest I have to do, the quest is like way the fuck up here. I can't even get up there. I'll try one more time. Everybody's like level 800 and I'm, you know, I don't know, 10 now, 11? Yeah, if I'm on, feel free, you know, send me a message and we can play. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later.
Seek the Dragonfire Cathedral with pick and spade. Smother, choke, and quench the light. My Moloch balls will obey.
about this map, or things will go very poorly. You made it. Excellent. Once I've finished disposing of this nun that he was...
Alright, I do not like this. I'm gonna leave somehow. Hey, no problem. How'd everything get sorted? I'd asked what happened. Like, why'd you have to redo it? Did you ever... did you have a problem with hardware or something? Had to redo the computer? Gotcha. Is it a way shrine? How do we get out of here? I redid everything on my computer. Excuse me. Not too long ago, because my power supply failed, and shit. And so I had to rehook everything up, hard drives and everything. So I just did a fresh reboot at the same time, and I'm glad I did, but. It's really frustrating. It took me a good like 2 days to get everything back to where I was happy using it. And now I'm looking at redoing my whole computer anyway and just running getting a fresh computer built. But that's a bit expensive, so I'm trying to hold off on that. A friend of mine's got this old laptop, and I convinced him to install Grand Theft Auto 5 this weekend and play it. His wife's out of town because it's a holiday, and I don't know if his computer can handle it, but he was kind of doing the same thing this weekend, was trying to like fresh install and make sure it would work. Yeah, that takes forever too, right? Yep, that's Grand Theft Auto 5, what I told my friend to install. I haven't played World War Z yet. Is that good? Is it like a PvP game or a PvE against the zombies? Like, how does it work? So kind of like Left 4 Dead? I love Left 4 Dead. That sounds great. Oh, did I figure out how to get out? World War Z was, or Left 4 Dead? Grand Theft Auto was free last week. I picked it up. I don't want to go there.
I complain a lot, but at least I'm not out there.
Well, that sounds interesting. I'll check it out tonight. Or check into it anyway. Ooh, finally figured out how to get out of that. I'm queued for a dungeon, but I'm going to use the little boys' room real quick. I'm going to just AFK a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Change the screen here. Alright, cool. So I'm glad it put me back where I was before that. That war zone was not fun to me. I didn't enjoy that at all. I am looking forward to the dungeon. I hope that queue pops pretty quickly. Thank you. I don't normally play MMOs on my stream, but Greymoore, the expansion for this, is coming out on Monday night, Tuesday morning. And there we go. And I am going to be playing Greymoore this week, so I'm going to take away from my stream for Steam games, and I'm going to play Greymoore a little bit this week. And I'm looking forward to it, but I thought I'd play today just to do something a little different. Probably the whole next week is going to be me playing Greymoore.
I am free of my cup. I have. Free of my comrade in ages past.
Cool. Got the quest. Oh, and there's a book in there. Nice. Do you have fast internet speed? My buddy called me up. He's like, it's going to take like 12 hours to download GTA. Is that normal? I'm like, no, your internet must suck. Yeah, I think that's a lot of what it is. Alright, first boss down.
I do, though I've seen better days. The High King Lord's power has grown. He would not have
Go
been
back
able
this
to
way.
escape our predecessors as he has escaped us today.
What delightful folly is this? The keepers have enlisted an outsider to face me? Fools have fallen so low! There are easier ways to prove your bravery, mortal. Turn back, or you'll share Reaper's fate.
This is pretty cool. I like that they have little mini bosses in here. I think I need to change my stats a little. I can't seem to hold red and tank. Maybe the person who is listed as the tank automatically does more of that.
Haroldor! See to him!
By the Empyrean light. Let's hope he lives.
Has he been slain?
Alright, that was pretty cool.
Are you satisfied, Syrian? I'm eager to pursue the High Kinlord.
Patience, Haroldor. I need you to heal him. And Immaril is still unaccounted for. We'll need her to face Rilis. There's one keeper left. She's in the...
Shit, I kind of left my group in the lurch there while I was doing stats. I probably should have gone to the battle standard instead of the jump, but I just think the jump's pretty cool. I don't know that it's as good, but it's pretty fun. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto Online. I should install that and play that too. There's so many games I want to play. I love Grand Theft Auto. You know, the one I started with was actually Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And I played the shit out of that when it came out. And it got to the point where I was actually thinking about like running off the road to hit some bystanders when I was really driving. I had to stop playing. I've played Grand Theft Auto since, but I haven't played it as intensely as I used to. I was actually worried I was going to run somebody over.
Is that you, Sidian? I don't know how you defeated those Bane. I'm going to enjoy this. Outsiders. So the keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead. That the pact I made protects me from death.
Ignore his words, keepers. Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion. What are you not doing? Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra, but I don't expect much from mortal. Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own accord. Not when the Daedra fight for me. Perhaps you'd fare better if you had Daedra on your side.
That was pretty cool. I like that dungeon.
Madness nears delirium.
The queue is a little long, but it seems pretty, I could do this all day. I could do, like, nothing but these tomorrow, and I'd have a lot of fun.
Days of freedom are over, it seems.
He shouldn't be able. The prison's not perfect. I'll make sure of it. Thanks to you. You have been a boon.
Yeah, I used to play the hell out of WoW too. This last expansion was kind of a downer. Yeah, Legion was amazing, right? I really enjoyed Legion. played the hell out of Legion, and then BFA was terrible. I played a little bit of Classic. I played for, I don't know. I got to level 1 month. I basically played for 1 month. I got to level 20 on 2 characters, and then I quit. But I loved Legion, and I've pre-ordered the new expansion. Oh, what the fuck! How do I leave the group? Can I just... There we go. I did pre-order the next expansion because I have some friends that play WoW, so I'll probably play with them when it comes out, but removing from area takes forever. Oh, let's just look at what I got. Light, 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 heavy. All right, I'm gonna wear that. Heavy, and that looks good. That's a better mace too. Cool. So I got some major upgrades from gear on that. You know, I think I might do another one of these. That was actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I played Classic just for a month though. I don't know. I got into it. I started. I was pissed off with Classic right when it came out because all of my friends were playing on servers and I couldn't log into the servers without being in a queue for 24 hours. So I didn't want to do that, right? So I started a character of my own on a different server. I started as an Orc Shaman. And then they started allowing some server transfers, and a buddy of mine, his guild went to an Alliance server. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll go ahead and start a Paladin on your server, and I'll play as a Paladin. And I got to level 20, and by the time I was 20, they were already raiding Molten Core, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I don't want to play this anymore. I'm done. Like I just didn't want to like go through all of it alone, leveling alone, which is the whole point of playing Classic with friends. And I didn't want to do that again, so I just stopped. If they open up like a Burning Crusade server, which they talked about doing, I might go back and play that. I could see doing that. But I wasn't interested in just playing by myself in Classic. I wasn't going to do that. I go back and sell this stuff.
My time is precious.
I played Vanilla WoW though, so like I actually was a guild master in a guild back in Vanilla and Burning Crusade, and we were like the top guild on our server. So for a while, we didn't keep that up, but we were like the first to clear a bunch of stuff.
The spices of elsewhere sell.
So I did like I've done ZG, I've done all the stuff they're putting out now. I just don't have a character on a Classic server right now. And I think all of that content's super fun. The whole server thing was kind of a pain. Yeah, they did nerf some stuff too. I saw a bunch of people streaming it online and was kind of amazed by how like much easier it looked, you know? I do think it's because people know it to a degree too. But like that's exactly what I was about to say. The Molten Core clears taking like less than an hour. We used to be able to do that with 30 people when we were in like BWL gear. But that's the only way you used to be able to do it. So they definitely nerfed some stuff. Like, to say they didn't would be a complete lie. I kind of look like the Juggernaut now. Look at that. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder... Oh, you know what? I queued for the dungeon, and I wanted to go in as a tank. I don't know if that'll make it faster or not, but I'm gonna try it. Let me just change my spells again. Alright, so I've got the Flame Lash there, I've got Draconic, I've got the Volatile Armor and Choking Talons, and I've got Stone Fist and Molten Weapons. Alright, cool. And then for Racial, got some of this. Alright. Yeah, the Legendary drop rates are super high. Like, I saw Esfin, he's like, what, one of the top classic WoW raiders, and his guild has like 3 Thunder Furies. They had like 3 Thunder Furies in the first month. No chance that's... You know, in fairness, they had to like boost up the drop rates because they're releasing the patches so much faster than they did with vanilla, right? Like BWL, ZG, and all that stuff coming out as quickly as it has. Like, remember when vanilla came out, it was like, it took 2 years for all that shit to come out. And it's already like, what, 3 to... How long has it been out now? Like 6 months? Came out in like November? I think what they're trying to do is get to a point... I'm going to change positions here so I'm a little more comfortable. I think they're trying to get to a point where... Oh, I didn't queue. Where they can release, like, 1 expansion a year. So they can do, like... Wow. Queuing as a tank gets you in really fast. I think they're just trying to do it really, like, speedy. Like, oh, we can get more people to subscribe if we push out Burning Crusade next year and then Wrath of the Lich King the year after. I just hope their new expansion is good. I hope, I forgot what the name of it is now, but I hope the expansion they just are releasing this year is good. Shadowlands? I don't think it will be, is the problem. I think it's going to be shit. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. I'm not psyched about it. I wasn't happy with the alliance races and how you had to like rep grind to get that stuff when it was a big thing for like buying the expansion. And
Wait, who's that? Who's over there? You're not from the Covenant. My fight.
On your feet, you louts. We're going back in.
I'm not looking... I don't know. I just don't trust Blizzard anymore. I was really disappointed with Warcraft 3's Reforged. Like, really disappointed with that. And, oh, all the Alliance races can be DKs now. It's like, I don't really care about that. Like, I care about content, you know? Well, like I said, I still have some friends that play, so maybe it'll be better than I'm expecting. Well, they asked me to come back not too long ago, actually, and I got completely burnt out. I couldn't do it. I played for a month, and I was like, this is too much. Like, it's very grindy now. Like, the non-classic is even grindy, you know? I don't think I do enough damage to tank. This dungeon seems a bit more straightforward than the last one, though. Lots of belts.
They mean to take her from us. Stop them. Obey the whispers.
Incorruptible creatures. You dare to defy me? I'll kill you all.
Damn it. Let's get rid of... spider eggs.
Vile.
Alright, that was cool. That's the second dungeon I've done. I really like that. I can't tank worth a shit yet, but that was a lot of fun. My first character I leveled is like 26, 27. It's a warden. I feel like it's I'm gonna shield. God damn it. Alright, let me just sell some of this stuff here. First things first. Alright, glad you get something to drink. You get to play some GTA. I'm actually about to stop for the night, man. Been going for about 3 hours now, and I do this for 3 or 4 hours usually. I think I said that last night.
The way this one works.
I'm gonna sell some stuff and repair, but I think that's gonna be it for me. I will be on tomorrow though. I'm probably gonna play more of this. I may play Torchlight instead because I still have to finish Torchlight. But either way, thanks for hanging out tonight. I've had a lot of fun with this and talking to you. If I do anything tomorrow, it'll be probably more of this with the like with the dungeons and everything. I'm having a lot of fun with that.
The life of a nomad promises.
Alright, let's see. Claim. Alright, I will ride over to the next quest and then I'll call it a night. Yeah, this is pretty rad though. I'm enjoying this. I'm glad I started playing this today. Not super happy. Oh, let me equip that. Is there a bag dealer? I feel like my bag space is the one limiting thing. Packed merchant, yeah, he's back there. Shit. Alright, let's go back. It's free to play too, which is cool. Like, you can pay a monthly subscription and you get access to all the DLC. But if you own the expansions, you can play through all of that content completely free, which is really neat.
Warm day.
Oof. I don't know if I have 2,000. I do, but that's like half my money.
Hurried purge. Rest your feet and wallow.
That's expensive.
Nakiri has traveled.
If you like Elder Scrolls, it's a fun game anyway. If you don't like Elder Scrolls, you probably won't enjoy it too much. Because you go through Morrowind, like you can, one of the zones you can do is Vardenfell, which is the Morrowind area. The map, the locations, all of this is pretty much the same. They have Cyrodiil from Oblivion, which is where that war zone was I just was at, the PvP area. And then they've got a couple other expansions, like Somerset's one. It's all the high elves and everything. It's a lot of fun.
Welcome. Well then.
What's cool is they track like all the stuff on the map. So like, if you want to know how much you've completed, you can clearly see it here, you know. And the like point of interest or like story quests. So like, this one down here is a farm. There's a whole quest chain just for that farm, and you can see that you've completed it or not based on these point of interest. And then same with the story quest. You can see where you are in the story quest. But I will say a lot of this stuff is captured behind or locked behind the Crown Store, which is, sorry, Crown Store. Yes, the Crown Store.
Until next time.
Oh god. No, let's try to do that without getting aggro this time. No.
There are many spectacular.
I don't want to talk to you, man.
Farewell, my good friend.
So the Crown Store's got like everything. So you can see like what expansions you bought or what the special offers are for the day, which is kind of cool. But the DLC is right here, and there's a lot of DLC. So this is where I think having like the monthly subscription would make sense, because you get access to all of these different locations or story quests. And it is a lot. Like there's quite a bit here. You wouldn't be able to finish it in a month. But they also, with the subscription per month, they give you a number of crowns. So what you could do is like subscribe for 1 or 2 months and then buy the DLCs you want for the next 2 or 3 months. So you could probably play for like 5-6 months easy without paying for more than a month of the subscription, because they give you so much, so many extra coins. Sandwell Manor. I wish WoW had something like this where you could track like your progress in a zone. Like I know they had achievements and stuff for finishing quests, but it's real easy to see very clearly like, yes, I've done 5 main story quests here or not, you know.
Ah, yes. The one. Did the spirit send you to help us? Thank you, stranger.
right. Well, with that, I think that's it for tonight. Yeah, I do too. I haven't played Red Dead 2 yet. I'm not paying $50 for it. I'll wait till there's like a Game of the Year edition. I've waited this long. Anyway, I've had fun. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching again. I appreciate that. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Have fun playing Grand Theft Auto. I see a few users listed in chat who may or may not be actually real and listening. But if you are watching and you haven't followed, please go ahead and do that. I stream every night. I'm streaming Elder Scrolls Online this weekend and next week, but I am playing through every game in my Steam library from A to Z. I've cleared about 17 games in the last 2 months, and I'm going to continue to do that. If you'd like to see a random guy play through every single game in the Steam library, about 400 games, feel free to join and watch. WP, have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thanks for chatting. I'm Briak, I Died of Games. I'll talk to you later.